Hey everybody, how is everybody doing? I know I'm a little early, so fast forward a minute if you want to see the box opening. So I'm Amy from amysews.com, and today we're doing our Serger box opening for our January Serger class. Hello, Miss Vicky. Hey everybody. I'm looking to see if just gonna see. There we go. I just want to see what our time delay is on that. So. All right, perfect. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Did you get your prayer points done and your zippers from the last? Hey, Miss Bonnie, from the last box, right? So, hi, Jim. Oh, good. Jim's here. Good. Glad Jim's here. Jim's going to be doing the, we're going to record the class tomorrow, but Jim's going to be doing the live class. I'm going to be on a cruise ship. So I'll try to jump in, but we'll see how that goes. I never know what the heck internet I'm going to have. It's just the Bahamas, so it should be pretty good. So yes, the mailer this time was red. And I know it's kind of off-brand color, but I had some, I just wanted to use them up, kind of take care of some waste. And this, I didn't want to crumple the fabric and put it in a square box. So hence, that's why you got the mailer this time. So hi, Miss B. Everybody's here. It's awesome. All right. So let's get busy. So for those of you who don't know, or if you're just coming to hang out, it doesn't matter. I'm glad you're here. This is for the January Power Serger Subscription Box. Every other month, we mail out a Serger box with a class, with a live class, and there's a different project. And it is the odd months. The even months are the scan and cut create boxes. So that is being prepped over my shoulder. I don't know if you can see. Can't see. I can't pick it up because Jim has it laying all nice and flat, the project for the scan and cut. So, all right. So what's in your box? Or this time, I guess, a bag. You get your postcard, and it says, when everything is falling to pieces, surge up a quilt and make it with the confidence of a 4-year-old in a Batman shirt. So I just want you to tear into it like, I got this. Anyhow, yeah, the quilt is gorgeous. It's Jim's creation. On the back of your postcard is your little sewing gauge to get your perfect seam allowances with your serger. So don't forget to look in the back of your postcard and untape it so you can see what is happening. You have your tip sheet where you write down your settings, a little sample if you want to. There will be a PDF for you to download. Jim did great directions again. So when you log into Amy Sews, and they won't be there until next Tuesday, right? When we're supposed to have the live class. So that will be there. And for those of the newbies out there, open your envelope because here's exactly how to log in for the new website. So it's kind of similar, but I just wanted you to have directions, exact directions on how to log in. And the other thing is, as some of the Serger stuff has not mailed yet, and here is the dilemma. The software we use to run everything, your mailing label is created on the day you signed up. So if you signed up on the 20th, you get shipped on the 20th. I almost swore on live. So if you want to change that, then send an email to Ed. It's support at Amy Sews. And then you're going to rejoin, not now, at the beginning of the month when we reopen the box. So Ed will send out a reminder. If you want to move to the first of the month, we can do that, but it's just not a flick of a switch. So that's kind of where we're at. Just a reminder. You got beautiful fabrics. These are Fossil Fern from Benertex. Really nice, heavy quality. And so when I say about the quality of the fabrics, because your serger is double needled, high speed, if you get an inexpensive fabric, and I'm okay with that for testing, but I always felt like if I'm doing a whole project, the last thing I want to do is put an inexpensive fabric into it. But what happens is when the gray goods, the base that they print all the colors on, doesn't have a high enough thread count, your serger quilt is just going to shred. So I just want you to be careful of that. Hi, mommy. My mom's my mom's watching. So anyhow, so you got these beautiful fabrics, and I'm not sure the yardage. I don't know, but anyhow, in your kits. So this is what is happening. So the quilt here, right here is the block. So that's the block you're going to be doing. And look how beautifully pressed it is on the back. And the reason we gave you a seam gauge is because every serger is going to be a little bit different on how that 1/4 inch is selected. Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to talk about in the recorded class and the live class, how you're going to set yourself up for a 1/4 inch. The other thing I want to talk about is threads. So serger threads are like a 55 weight. So 50 weight is normal sewing thread. Okay. So this is quilt cotton. So this is where the controversy comes in. Oh, I'm a quilter. I only piece with cotton thread. So I don't know if you can see the difference in the thicknesses here. So you can see the white thread is a good bit thicker than the serger thread. The reason serger thread is thinner is because if you're using 3 or 4 threads, they all build up to equal the weight of 2 threads. Okay, so that's why we use different threads. So here's Aurifil thread. Here is this is a Robes & Anton 50 weight thread. Can you mix and match these? Absolutely. Can I have a big one, a fat one, a skinny one? You can mix them all you want. But what you need to remember is this guy's fine. He's serger built. It's going to sit on your tower just fine. This guy is serger built. It's cross wound. It's going to sit on the tower just fine. This guy is going to have a little bit of trouble. He's going to boing, 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 boing as you're serging. So make sure you use a spool cap appropriate for it. Okay. When you have something like this, even though it's cross wound, it's on the little slippery side. You can use one of your thread nets for this. So that's why you have thread nets and spool caps. But yes, you can mix and match the weight of your thread. In this project, it doesn't matter. Some projects, it does matter. If you were serging something that's real fine and thin, and you used 4 spools of Aurifil, the weight of the thread is going to overtake the weight of the fabric. And so it's not going to drape nice or do nice. So that is why we use the serger threads that we use. Yes, this is very clean on the back. Jim used 4 threads, which means we have 2 needle threads, an upper looper and a lower looper. So it's very, very sturdy. And this gradation of fabric is absolutely beautiful. And it's very sturdy, right? And it's a utility quilt. So let's call it that. It probably could be an heirloom if I spent the time. So the colorway over my shoulder here, this is the same colors as this block here, but you can see it has a dark outline and enough for a border. So you guys, and so Jim and I go back and forth. Like it's not big. It's kind of like tiny crib, or maybe you put it over an ottoman to cover your feet or something like that. I think we're going to try to turn it into a bath mat, and it's a whole different discussion. We'll figure it out before tomorrow what we're going to do. So this is the same fabrics, but Jim used white instead of where the dark is, and then added a little bigger border, right? So how pretty is it? I guess it could go this way. So this is a little bit bigger. Here's the back. So there are more fabrics available if some of you want more fabric, if you want to make yours a little bigger. But the intent is so you learn the technique, learn to set your sewing machine up or your serger up for what you need to know to get a perfect 1/4 inch, to put those borders on nicely, to piece nicely. We're going to show you how to square it up. Not everybody enjoys the quilting process or the piecing process. And I will tell you, I'm not one of them. It's just cutting up all those little pieces. I don't do well with puzzles. So I'm just being very honest about that. So, yes, so that is what is in your box. Now, if you want a little sneak peek into what is the March box, this is the artist rendition. We're going to be doing a bolster pillow with ruching and flat locking. I'm not sure what all techniques are going to be in there, but that is going to be the fun. The nice. I'm looking forward to stitching. Oh, good. Yes. So, but anyhow, you will, after next Tuesday, you'll have your directions, any downloads. Some of you just take the class, which is fine. But that is what's happening. So we are serger piecing, and it's going to be super fun. And then the March is going to be a bolster pillow with some fun gathering techniques. You do not need to pre-wash the fabric, Kathy. If you're a pre-washer, that's fine. But when you start to pre-wash thin pieces like this, they get all torn up and out of grain. So the answer is, I don't pre-wash anymore. It's different than when in, like, I will say in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, where we had to pre-wash everything because the dyes and the screens were not right. So I don't pre-wash anymore anything unless I'm doing a red on white. I may wash the red a little bit in fabric, set the ink with some vinegar. So hi, Birdie. How are you? We miss you. What's going on? All right. Anybody have any questions? Any questions about what we're going to do on Tuesday? If you have any issues with your box, some of you got mystery boxes already. I don't know if it's a good thing I haven't heard from anybody. But the mystery boxes are gone. They're done until a couple more months. Maybe we'll make a couple more mystery boxes. And those of you, this is going to be starting in February. It's going to be a tea towel club with Sharon every month. You're going to get a tea towel and the cut files, the SVG files, and the FCM files. No matter what cutter you have, it's great. And so it's only $24 a month. We're just taking names right now. There's no commitment. But if you're interested, go to Amy Sews and get on the list. Every month, Sharon's going to have a different applique technique. So you're going to learn a lot about your sewing machine. This is not embroidery. This is fused applique with regular sewing techniques. Oh, Vicki said she loved her mystery box. Yay! Yeah, the mailer was pretty. I had just enough, so I used those. So I think that. So hello. Yes, it's going to be a fun class. It's not going to be hard, right? So I think that's the same thing. We're starting to add a couple more challenging projects in there, like the bolster pillow. Not hard, but a little more setup and process. Same with the scan and cut. The next scan and cut box, we're making. I'm sending you these beautiful tote bags, and you're going to be making. We're doing a little mixed media. Jim, I'm sorry if this falls off. We're going to be cutting this bicycle, and we're going to be using fabric and glitter vinyl. So it's going to be kind of a mixed media. We're going to have some buttons in there. So, oh, Reen says it looks almost like a shadow box. Yeah, it does. It's kind of cool. I think that was just the selection of fabrics. They have a nice gradation to them. So how is everybody doing? Is there anything? Is Tuesday an online class? Darlene asks. So, Tuesday is live, right? Yes, Tuesday's live. It's going to be Jim live, and I'm going to be on a cruise ship with, for the next 3 weeks, 180 sewers and quilters and embroiderers. It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to try to bump on from the cruise ship, but Jim will be here doing it live. And for that live class, you're going to want to follow your directions, log into Amy Sews, and then you'll be able to watch it there, right? So it's we keep it private because you guys pay for it. So I don't want to just throw it out there. So people who don't pay don't benefit. So that is going on. So anybody have any questions or concerns, or you can do this with 3 threads or 4 threads. It's fine, right? We just happen to use 4. And so it's a very basic serger that makes this happen. And yeah, so thank you. God bless Edit Home Posting. We go to amysews.com and you're going to log in with the email you used. Some of you have 10 email addresses, the email you used and your password. And so, and that's also where you'll find the recorded class. It'll be uploaded on Wednesday. Okay. Lynn says, looking for some reason, almost 10 to get a box replace the Northeast home. Wow, Lord. Yeah, it should not be 10 days from here to Ohio because I can almost throw a stone and hit Ohio here. I know the cruises. Oh, shoot, April. I forgot. Hopefully by tomorrow, Jim will be in. I got to find the cut files. This was, if you go back to our Make It Monday, this is the Valentine bow that April is talking about that we made. The cut work bow with the little boingy hearts. So I will get that file up. I will put it also inside Amy Sews so you guys can get it with the download. So that's, well, we have to look, Lynn, we'll have Ed look in and see what's going on there. That's crazy. But yes, no, sorry, April. I totally forgot about the bow. There's so much going on. I'm like so nervous about everything. So that is it. So hope, and there's quite a few, I think over the 3 weeks, I think there's like 40 or 50 box owners on there. So I get excited to meet everybody. I have a little gift for everybody. So I'm happy with that. I just talked to Jordan from OESD today, and it's going to be they have a great program plan for us. And of course, we sell the machines on the cruise ship, right? We're including a mega bundle, $4,400 worth of OESD stuff when you buy a machine on board. So that's it. Fran, you got to hop on a boat with me. I know. Kathy asked a class question. How do we access other classes available with our subscription? So when you log in and go to your library, all your classes that you had paid for are there. The good news is probably after, if I survive this month, probably by March, we're going to, Jim's been doing some specialty classes. I'll be doing some specialty classes. You'll be able to just purchase one specialty class if you want to. So we're going to start to add other things. Even though you're a box member, you're going to have a better rate to buy those. So, but it's not going to change how the boxes work. It's just, we're adding more, I guess is what I want to say. And then, so I don't have the date in front of me there. If you go to amybachman.com, go to the class calendar. I am doing a Luminaire trifecta class. It's how the Luminaire, well, anything with Design Center, brother with Design Center, the scan and cut and your software, how it all works together. So that is free. So y'all can sign up for that. And I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions, concerns? If you want more fabric, reach out to me at support@amysews. We can get you all connected with the fabric. That's about it, I think. I can't think of anything else. It was an easy box. So scan and cut box next month is going to be a little more involved. We want to start cutting smaller, putting more things, puzzle pieces together. And then we're going to do our bolster pillow for the serger. That's about all I can tell you we have planned. So, and it's going to be Valentine's Day when you guys get your scan and cut box. There's a little extra Valentine in there. Woo. Okay. So how are we good? All right. So here is the $1 million question I get all the time. Do I personally recommend a brand of sewing machine? So we sell here at the store Janome, Brother, and Bernina. And I will say they're each kind of a distinct customer. My Bernina customers are my very perfectionist garment sewers, quilt piecers. My Janome customers do all purpose, and they're really into quilting and free motion. The majority of my Brother customers are embroidery customers. So, and once you reach a certain threshold, and this is kind of true across every brand, if you buy a $200 machine, About everybody's $200 machine is the same. If you buy a $15,000 machine, they all have amazing features and they're all amazing. So what I tell people, you got to buy your dealer, right? You have to like where you go. Do they help you? Do they have a service technician, which is huge, huge, huge. There are a couple brands I don't think are exceptional in the way they handle their service, but there's no shame here. I want you to have what you have and what you can afford. So that's kind of my take on the whole thing. And everybody here, if you ask, everybody's got a different opinion. So it's like someone comes in and asks about stabilizers. You ask me, I'll tell you. You ask Agnes, she'll tell you. If you ask Jim, and they may all be a little bit different. So it's the same with sewing machines here. My staff has their favorites. I sew in just about everything because I want to know every product. So I'm not really super particular. I am in love with my Bernina serger. I can tell you that. But I have my Janome serger that I use for the first year. I'm bringing the Brother serger over. The new Air Thread Brother serger. So you guys are going to see that. So again, oh, Fran, you're so nice. I appreciate that. We do try hard with the service. I mean, we really do. We have 4 service technicians and we can't even keep up with that. And, we try to make those who buy machines here a priority, which is important to me. After 32 years of doing this, it's important to me. All right. I think, yes, we're having a Bernina surgery event in February. For those of you who are local and want to come, it's really, Bernina wants to know your opinion on their new serger. So if you have an older serger and you have a serger, but you're not real thrilled with your serger, you're going to be giving these guys a test drive and answering a bunch of survey questions, and then you're going to make a little project. So that's what's happening. Okay. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found me too. I know I found so many new friends over this whole thing. I love my boxes. I love my box people. And I told Ed the other day, I said, I really want to find a central location and maybe have a box party. We can do, all day scan and cut stuff and all day serger stuff. And it's in the works. I have those, I have my mom at home. So we're, want to make sure she's comfortable and happy. And then we can plan some big things. So, okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I will go live from the cruise so you guys can stay in touch with what we're doing and send a little sunshine your way. We all could use a little sunshine about now. So especially my California friends. Lord have mercy. The place is melting down out there. Okay, everybody have a terrific, terrific evening. I appreciate you guys popping in. Thank you, April. You guys are super, super nice. If you don't mind, I'm going to do a couple screen captures and use your little recommendations in my social media. If that is awful to you, please send me a note and I won't use it. So, okay, everybody, have a terrific night and finish up your last serger project because this one's going to be lots of fun. I will see you next Tuesday. Jim will be here doing the majority of the live class, and I will just be butting in from 2,000 miles away. Okay, everybody, have a great night because the more you know, the more you sew.